In the midst of so much heartache and suffering in police work, one of two things are absolutely inevitable. Your heart either becomes hardened and calloused and uncaring, unable to feel anything anymore, which is a tragic plight of far too many officers today, and we see the results of that on the news far too often. Or the heart becomes awakened, inspired, purposed in understanding another's suffering and being driven by the heart to try to do some good about it. It was only through the teachings of Questhaven and my relationship with Christ, while focusing on whatever good I could compassionately do, that prevented my heart from suffocating over all those years. Another lesson I learned over the years is that compassion needs to be both intelligent and firm in order to be helpful. And we might not think of that with the Christ, of his great and perfect love being firm and intelligent. Remember, Flower said once that she believes he only performed the miracle of the loaves and fishes once because he didn't want the people to be dependent in a negative way to him when they could do something themselves. I mean, people should not persistently be enabled to continue in their destructive habits. We shouldn't make people needlessly dependent upon us. Ideals and standards of civil conduct must be protected and affirmed. Individual responsibility is critical and must be reinforced. Goodness must be affirmed in order to give people the greatest chance of being inspired to improve their own lives. The most meaningful experiences in my police career was when I served through this power of the heart. Whether it was helping or bringing things to the homeless, mentoring kids in school, creating youth leadership camps to try and teach teenagers how to be successful and compassionate leaders in their community. When we adopted over 60 families for Christmas over 23 years, giving food to churches for Thanksgiving for them to feed their own poor, taking care of elderly persons, even cleaning and painting their home. Times I worked on a case, one for nearly 7 years, to bring justice and peace to a grieving family. 4 years in another case to bring a murderer to justice, even when we have never to this day ever found the victim's body or any part of her. Both of these cases were prosecuted without any DNA or physical evidence of the suspect at all, without a confession, even without a witness to the murders. Or those times when I was able to comfort a victim by just spending a little more time with them, offering whatever help or support I could. Or those few times when a life was turned around. It were these actions that healed my heart, that gave me purpose and the greatest fulfillment. And they will be for you as well when you put your heart in action for the Christ. For such action fulfills one of our most basic needs as human beings, the need to be useful, the need to be helpful, and to do good for others. The greatest gift the Reverend Flower A. Newhouse gave for me was making the Christ in union with him through a giving heart a living reality. She made the Christ real and immediate. She made him active and alive through her own life example and through her teachings.